Huh? All praises, y'all. First and foremost, want to give all praises to the Almighty Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles out there that taught us this word and that rule well. According to Timothy, we give double honors to our elders and apostles. Peace and salutations to our brothers out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. We are the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Yasharallah, the princes of the power, princes of the Most High, right? And our king came only for Israel, right? We need salvation because we were given the laws. According to Psalms 147, we were given these laws and we broke the laws. Psalms 147:19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Right? So because we broke his commandments, we need to be saved from the fury and the wrath of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So he sent his son Yahweh Shai as a sacrifice and a mediator to bring us back in these end times, right? It says that we will remember ourselves in these end times. And I'm going to start it off with this. Isaiah 24. Right? Because we out here to prophesy. Right? We out here to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, the Great, a.k.a. America, right? Prophesy of destruction, of pestilence, right? For the atrocities done to the Lord's people. As we come back, as we got rebuked, we got to rebuke these nations because they hate us, right? Because we got the promise, right? We were given the promise. So we rebuke these other nations and we bring back our people. Pertaining to Revelation 19, right? It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Right? So we come out here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked queendom. Right? This whore. This great whore that sit on the beast. Right? You got to be blind if you don't see the war, the famine, the pestilence. You got to be blind if you don't see the people, right? If you don't see the people, the sedition of men, then you know, you're not facing the truth. You're not facing reality. Reality is the Most High is here visiting the earth. And he's here to destroy this place. Right? And all the people within. There's a remnant, 1/3 of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that will hearken unto his commandments. And you'll be beamed up, right? Salvation from destruction. Pertaining to Revelation, you'll be in a sea of glass watching this place get destroyed. Salaki. The book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Right? The mirth of the land is gone. This place is going to get destroyed. Ka'Allah Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? And that's what it is, you know. I woke up this morning and that was the scripture on my mind. Because we're looking at the atrocities. We're looking at everything being done, right? You got the so-called white man, right? The Edomites, they're still trying to party, and that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Party it up. Party up, because your queendom is done, right? Sit in the dirt, daughter of Babylon, right? Rejoice now, because you're done. You're done. Huh? And that's what we got to do, you know, through the Spirit. We got to come out. We got to come out here, gather together, and let truth and righteousness spring forward, right? We're giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Ka'Allah Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. He put the words in our mouth. He make us a vessel, right, for this truth. That's why we make sure our garments is clean, our temple is clean, because he make your face shine with this righteousness, right? The word. 147, Psalm 147, right? He's gonna make your face shine. You got a second, brother?
No, I gotta go.
Huh? You make your face shining, right? Because you're coming out with the truth. And our brothers, you know, what we have to do is be patient. We have to be patient and wait upon the Lord, right? You got to be patient and wait upon the Lord. Why? Because when you fall to a low state, be patient, right? We're still getting tried through the fire, so wait upon the Lord. You know, when he burn that fire and you go out. You know, sometimes he holds you back He holds you back from the winds, right? The destruction. When he tell you go out, go out. Go wake up the sheep. Go feed the sheep like he commanded to. But in the meantime, you gotta fast. You gotta pray, right? Fast whatever demons you're dealing with. Slothful demons, right? Any riches you trying to, whatever God you're trying to serve. Alcohol. You know, can't get drunk. You gotta drink in moderation, right? Yeah, these devils is done. America's done. Gone. All praises Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? This beast system is done. You got them all running to the cliffs of the rocks. All praises Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He took out their wicked ass queen, right? Queen meaning the whore. He took them out. He took her out. Word of mouth is she's dead, right? Brother prophesied that when she's gonna die, you know, great things is gonna happen. Hey, that's a great thing in itself. The Lord is killing these Edomites before our eyes. They're running to the clefts of the rocks. It's time to stand bold for the Most High, right? If they're not standing bold for the Most High, they stand bold for themselves, and they're just a wicked demon. They're on the left-hand side. There ain't nothing they can do to you. So be patient, wait upon the Lord, right? Do the lessons, another brother said, hey, if you can't make it on the streets, do lessons, you know what I mean? That's something I gotta work on, because I can't always be out here, so I gotta work on doing more lessons, staying in the spirit. So when you come out here, you're ready fluently, ready to speak. You're ready to prophesy the downfall of this place, right? Because our people, their ears are shut up already, right? Even within the nation, you got people who proclaim themselves to be Israelites, but they're still off, you know? And if you're dealing with a woman, you gotta deal with her in righteousness. She's the weaker vessel. You gotta show her the way. But you can't let her take you out of your wits, right? Keep your wits. Let her know when she's going off. If she's pushing you not to do the truth, she's going off, right? Because we don't suffer a woman to teach, as it's said in Corinthians. I believe 2 Corinthians chapter 7, right? We don't suffer a woman to teach. But you know what? If they have their hat on, they know what they're saying, you know, and they're prophesying to you that's your wife, you know what I mean? But if she's hindering the word from coming out, then you gotta let her know, you know what I mean? Because that's your wife. You gotta show her love, you know? You gotta show her love. And because if you love her, that means you love yourself, right? Yeah, sit in the dirt, old Babylon. Let's bring that out. Man, I've been in 2nd Ezra too today. It's all over 2nd Ezra. Sit in the dirt. I'll remember that. Con, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1.
I was more interested in if it was Indian stuff.
If there's what?
Looked like it was Native American stuff from afar, so why?
Oh yeah, we Native Americans is on there. with the tribe of Gad.
We are. I don't see where we're at. We're not probably listed.
Who are you? What's your dad?
My grandfather actually, it was Chato.
On your mom's side or your
No,
dad's
my
side?
dad's. He owned land in
What?
Oklahoma.
You said he's Choctaw?
Chato is what I think that's how they say it. Chato or Chito or something like that.
Okay.
And then they also were tied in with a little bit of Cherokee. And then my mom's side is Cherokee and Osage, or Osage.
All right.
Osage or Osage.
So
I'm always looking for information because we're always trying to piece together the family history. We're more interested in the family history than the land or any of the money. We want to know where we were, what we were, and stuff like that. We don't really care about
Okay.
what percentage of what we are. We just know a little bit.
well, you know, how do you feel about the Trail of Tears and the slaughter of the so-called Native American people?
Well, that's what happened to my grandfather.
Okay. So
He's one of 9 orphans. My mom's dad. That's why we don't know much. He
All
was
right.
one of 9 orphans. He was, from what we've been told, he was they say on the birth certificate he was 100% Cherokee.
okay.
But
Well,
we
you
don't-
know what? You probably from the tribe of Gad. You see that North American Indians. So what I'm out here doing is waking up the tribes of Israel pertaining to the book, to the scriptures. Deuteronomy 28. You know, it says that we would serve our enemy in want of food and water and all things. So not only our we call them sister tribes, the so-called Negroes and Latinos. I don't know if you're up to current events on down there in Mexico.
I know. I've heard the horror stories from a few of my friends.
Right, they're getting babies locked up in cages down there, right?
Babies?
Yeah, they take the children away from the people coming up from Guatemala and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, you're talking about the one they come up from the big caravans and stuff like that. Yeah, I've heard that. No, I was thinking maybe because I've been hearing. I hear from the other side of it where I think it's something with W in that area. We have a couple family members that are from that area that we married into, and the family that are down there still has warned us to say not to come because of the cartels.
Cartels, yeah.
Yeah, the cartels and all the drug trade and all the drug problems that are down. They said, no, you don't want to. You're too white. They said they'll probably shoot you on sight. Just
Yeah, I mean.
I try not to go where I'm not wanted.
Right, so we're prophesying against so-called white people, right? That white people are what you call Caucasians, or in the book they're called Edomites, out of Esau lineage. So yeah, but it's not a skin color. You are light skinned, but from what you're telling me, your dad and your mom's side, but we go according to your dad's seed. According to the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18, you get your pedigree from your father, right? So, here, let me read it to you. This is Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the 2nd month, and they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers. So, what my dad is what I'm in. It's just like when you plant a seed in the ground would be considered the mother, right? Like they call it Mother Earth. And then the seed that you're planting is from you, which would be the dad. So basically, what I'm getting at is, you know, we're condemning the wicked. The Lord has commanded us to come out here, and basically, the message is for our people. So-called Negroes, you know, Benjamin is actually West Indies, which is Jamaican. Levi is Haitians, right? And then between that's Southern tribe. Northern tribe, you know, when they went into the Hellenization era and everything, and Greek captivity, our people was split. There was North and Southern tribe. Well, the Northern tribe is mostly Latinos and Native American. This land here was called Azareth in the book. It took a year and a half to get here. And what happened, you know, through history, they're going to tell you that the rulers of the world are...
I have one story, the other ones have the other.
Right.
Because
And,
we went on a nice trip from here to Yellowstone. And on the way, we noticed that, well, on the map, it said it was within the 5-mile radius, and it wasn't. Because we went to the Battle of Little Bighorn,
okay.
and we talked to him. He goes, okay. The guy that we had, he goes, since I have a small group, I'm going to be honest with you. We want the bullshit story, which is the American.
Right.
And he goes, or I can tell you what really happened here, and I'm going to stop every few inches to let you know what really was happening in this little battlefield. And we said, we'd rather know the history of here. And he said, fine. We walked down to the canyon. He stopped at a little marker. He goes, okay, you're now surrounded by 10,000 Indians. Congratulations, you're dead. Walks a few more feet. He goes, by the way, that was just the first encampment. He walks another probably half foot or so to another marker, says the same thing, but now you're surrounded by about 30. He goes, we had them trapped within loops, within loops, within rings, within rings. This is nothing in American history. He goes, they won't tell you this stuff, but we had them surrounded. He goes, in fact, we could have probably defeated all three armies if we wanted to. We just wanted Custer. He goes, once Custer was gone, they said the fighting kind of started slowing down. But they made sure he was gone. They made sure, they said they took his ears, they took his...
You talk about the Native American slaughtered the American soldiers?
The 5th Cavalry,
Oh.
Custer's last stand.
Right,
Got a
right.
little big one.
Right,
It was
right.
the Sioux against the Sioux, the Hopi, Navajo, and another one. I can't remember. And Crow, I think it was. But yeah, we were there, and he said he was part of the tribe. He says, I know the history because my grandfather's told me. And he goes, no, this is. I'll tell you the real stuff that happened here. And he goes, he had pictures and everything to prove it.
Yeah.
And he
See,
said
the Lord says that we would be sold to our enemies. So we know they're our enemy. But just because we started killing them, they already came with peace in their heart, but had war. They had peace. They showed peace, but they had war in their heart already. So once the war started and everything, we started killing them back. They make us look to be the savage, but in reality, we have all truth is springing out. From Washington, from the foundation of America. They have videos and documentary of our presidents, generals, soldiers saying, hey, I know this is evil and a wicked act, but we have to slaughter these people if we want the land. And of course, the tribe, they were giving up their land. They came here and just, that's in 2nd Ezra, they came here to seek to do their laws. See, this is the thing though. This is the whole reason the Lord created the wicked, he created righteous. Because the righteous didn't want to keep the law, he used the wicked to go against the righteous. So really, just because we slaughtered them back, we were meant to be taken over because we were never keeping his laws in this land that he gave us to keep. So that's why the land. Yeah, well, and it's all prophesied. But basically, what I'm telling you, if you're a Native American, this is the conclusion of the matter, right? You go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Church, right? You stay out of the churches because churches teach you lie. They teach this image, and this book teaches that image. So that's a lie.
You want a sad story about churches? You want a real sad story?
Yeah.
My son has severe autism.
Okay.
Every church I have been to, I've sat down with my son next to me, and I've had this happen to me. Excuse me, sir, can you please leave?
Oh.
Because my son is sitting there flapping his hands and making noises. He can't control himself.
Oh, yeah.
And I get tapped.
Well, you know what? That's a good thing.
And that's happened mostly all the chapters. And my mom wants me to go back.
No,
but,
that's a good thing.
I told her, I
if you're
said,
the tribe of God, you don't want to be in these churches. Like I said, they're teaching you a lie already. If this is for the Israelites, by the Israelites, to the Israelites. All these churches don't belong with this book in their hand. They don't know how to teach it. So what I'm saying is, this is the conclusion of what I'm trying to get across to you. This is the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. to fear God, his name is Yahweh, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So what we're teaching is our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they are the 12 tribes. The laws are only given to them, according to the book. Psalms 147 says that the laws and the statutes and judgments was only given to Jacob, which is, his name was changed to Israel. That's where you get Israelites from. Jacob had a twin brother whose name was Esau. They're two different nations. Esau is this man. Jacob is Israel. All on that chart. So the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19 says, or 18, he sended his word out and melted them. He caused it, his wind to blow. It's 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise be the Lord. See, that's why the other people they're allowed to we're allowed to get ostracized when we go off because the Lord uses him as his sword. You know, that's why Romans 9, New Testament says, one vessel makes for honor, another for dishonor. Does the potter have, does the clay have any strength over the potter? No, we were made to do what we're supposed to do. So when the righteous want to be wicked, they get dealt with. The Lord didn't come off his throne. So basically, that's why the conclusion of that is to do the commandments. Fear God is the beginning of wisdom. Wisdom is the word. So what we're teaching, right, is if you are the tribe of Gad, you need to start growing. This is a commandment. Leviticus. We're teaching all the commandments. You can't eat swine. Swine is see the people who rule the earth, the Edomites, they know how to make a sin. So they put gelatin in almost everything. Gelatin is found in almost anything. So once you know better, you do better. So when you keep these commandments, right, when you come back to the statute, law, and commandments, you'll be empowered. We're at the end. Basically, they come, the next prophecy, I brought it out earlier. See, the mirth in the land is gone. So our next prophecy, there's a chip coming. The money, they want to turn that to digital.
Really right there.
Right. And the Netherlands.
Netherlands, Sweden, Finland, I think it was.
And these people
the one that's next to Turkey, I can't think of what it's. Because they were trying to get the Turkish to go into it too, and the Turkish said, I forgot what they were, but the country that does it. It's when they put a chip in you, you basically just wave your hand over.
You pay for things, you can buy, you can open doors, all your information is on there. So basically we're telling our people, right, to come back to the statute law and commandments. There's nothing you're going to be able to do. When they come and knock at your door, or they tell you cannot come into a store because, you don't got this chip that says you have been sterilized. However they're going to bring it upon us, it's just written. It's written how, how the Lord's going to do it. So basically, he wants to see who's going to serve him. Who really loves him? So if you are the tribe of Gad, like I said, let me give you one more. It's right here. It says, in this genealogy, because he came up here, first thing he said that, you're more interested in, the family rather than the land and whatnot. Well, the book says, don't go into endless books or endless genealogies. Here.
Oh, no, I just want the history of where we were. I want the truth. I'm sick of because we have a lot of family stuff that I don't think is true. And I want the real stuff. Like some of it's coming out that my grandfather was a kind of a bigot one time where he had 2 wives.
Well,
and then we have where my grandma, which I kind of now find out that might have been true, was a drunk and a wicked woman who would hear this opinion because she was constantly going to be drunk and